In this session today, specifically we will see what are the functionalities available in quality management which can be utilized for process industries. So let me start by a brief about the process manufacturing or process industries. So from an understanding point of view, process manufacturing is the branch of manufacturing that is associated with formulas and manufacturing recipes, and it is very different from a discrete manufacturing, because discrete manufacturing is concerned with bills of material and routing. So this is a major point of difference between a discrete manufacturing and a process manufacturing. So one involves the bill of material and routing, but the second one, that is process manufacturing, involves the formulas and the manufacturing recipes. Once an output is produced by the process, it cannot be distilled back to its basic components. So once you put it all together, you cannot take it apart. This is an important characteristic of the process industry. But if you contrast it with the other industries, like if you try to compare this with the computer manufacturing industry, then maybe a car or a computer can be disassembled and its component can be returned to the stock. So again, this is a difference of the process industry from other industries. Process manufacturing is very common in the food, beverage, chemicals, pharmaceutical, consumer packaged goods and the biotechnological industries. So in process manufacturing, the relevant factors are ingredients and not parts, formulas and not bills of material, and they are bulk and not individual units. So I think this will help you in understanding how the process industry is placed and how does it differ from the process point of view from the other industries. So if you try to understand it more from point of view of business, then the food and beverage or paints and coatings or some specialty chemicals or the nutraceuticals or cosmeceuticals or the chemical industries or the textile or steel and aluminum processing, these all will be under that umbrella, and they will involve formulation, they will involve packaging. So this is how a general picture of the process industries comes into being. And if you talk from quality management point of view, then QM has some functionalities which can be used for the process industry. Due to these differentiating factors which are there with the process industry, the QM function has provided some processes which can be used for it. So from that point of view, QM in process industry significantly differs from an automobile or a production industry. Why? Because these are the factors: batch management, recurring inspection points along with sample drawing procedure in the inspection planning, stability studies which are performed in process industries to examine how different conditions affect a product over a specified period of time. Not only this, instead of the production orders, what we use in a process industry is called as a process order. So we do not use a production order, we use a process order in the process industry. When process order is used, inspection planning will be done in the master recipe. And when production planning PI is used, then the inspection results will be recorded in the PI sheet. So the same I have listed over here. So based on the functionalities which you want to use, there will be a difference in terms of the functions which you will pick from the quality management module. And this will again be very much related with the production planning module, because production planning module has a different section for the process industry. So this part for the quality management will be related with that part for the production process. Apart from this, like for QM, it will be in process inspection, so there will be a difference of the inspection type. There will be QM for finished goods, so again difference of the inspection type. There will be QM for a packaging material, so again a different inspection type will be used for this. And there is an inspection for bulk or stored or daily inspection at processing plant. Again, there will be a different inspection type specifying this. So this is more from understanding that how the functionalities will be prevailing by this. Thus, this gives a brief about the background based on which we can proceed and try to see that what are those settings which are there in quality management. Let us see the settings and the ways in which those transactions can be carried out from QM and the process industry integration point of view, and more from the process industries from the production planning point of view. So as I told that the production planning area in SAP has a different part itself for the process industries. So I am into the configuration screen now, and over here I can see there is a section for production planning for process industries. So this is the part wherein the configuration settings are done to use the functionalities which are provided by SAP, which can be used for the process industries. You can see a part for process order or process management here. And under the part for process management, you can see a section for control recipes or the PI sheets. The PI sheet contains specifications for the production of a product. So during the production process, the current process relevant data is entered directly on the PI sheet, and during a quality inspection at regular intervals, you can go directly from the PI sheet to the inspection results recording. So in this way, PI sheet is the foremost integration point of QM and PP from the point of view of process industries. So you need to be thorough with this concept of PI sheets. So I am showing to you that over here the settings related with the PI sheet are done, and here the destinations and digital signatures or the variants or the job creation or the forms are defined for the PI sheet. So here some settings are done for the PI sheets, and once these settings are there, then the PI sheet part starts appearing over there, where you can do several transactions on that. Let us see that where can I find the part for PI sheets. So for that purpose I need to go to logistics. Under logistics, production process, and under production process, process management, and under process management I can see a section for PI sheet. So this is the part where the settings or the transactions are posted for the PI sheets with the help of PI sheets or in the form of PI sheets. So as I told, PI sheet is the central component through which this integration happens, and through it we can see how QM helps in the process industry also. So this is the section for the PI sheet transactions, and let me execute the find transaction. This is a very important selection screen, because this helps you to find the right PI sheet through which you want to do the transactions, and ultimately through which you will be recording the inspection results which you are doing at regular intervals. And from the PI sheets you can proceed towards the inspection results recording also. So here you will see the plant code. So once you specify particular plant code, the data relevant to it only will come. You can do this by specifying a range, for example from say 1000 to 4000, or you can do this by specifying multiple values, 1000, 1100, 1200, 3000, 4000, or you can do this by putting a single value for the plant. For example, suppose you put 1000 as the value for the plant over here. So that can be done. Or 1100 can also be used. Apart from this, you need to specify the control recipe for which this PI sheet exists. Apart from this, the operating group which will be relevant to this particular PI sheet through which you want to do the inspection results recording. So as per the plant code you can find different operating groups which are available, so you need to choose one for which you want to do the processing. Apart from this, if you remember the dates or even the time at which the sheet was created, that also can be specified over here. So you can specify the date and a combination with the time for the creation for the PI sheet, and here you can specify the mode for it, like this is for a test, not test, or should include the whole data. Here you can specify the status for the PI sheet, because the PI sheet can be under different statuses. Like it can be a new PI sheet, it can be in process, it can be a PI sheet which is to be completed, which has been terminated, which has been discarded, or which has been completed, or which has been archived. Even you can specify those for the future also. So in a nutshell, you need to specify the status which is applicable for the PI sheet. Coming down, you will see a section for the process orders. So as I told you during the presentation that in the process industries, process orders are used and not the production orders. So if you have the number for the process order which is relevant to the PI sheet, so that process order number can be given, and again you can use the criteria of the material code to find out the process orders relevant to those. So if you want to specify or restrict the data by the process order number, same can be done in this way. Apart from this, you can specify the resource or the start or finish or the scheduled start or scheduled finish dates. And if you come to the last part, here you can specify the material code for which the PI sheets will be there or the batch numbers. And not only this, from a quality management point of view, if you are aware of the inspection lot number which is relevant to the PI sheet, then that inspection lot number can be entered. And the way to do is like this, that you can specify the source for which the inspection lot was created. So was it for a material, then you can enter the material code and maybe the plant combination. Was it for a vendor? Was it for a customer? Was it through a goods movement? So if that is the case, then you can specify the material document number, that is goods movement document number, and the plant code or the item number if you are aware of it. Then only relevant lots will come, or if it is for an order or a delivery or if you are aware of the short text which you used for the inspection lot, so same can be used. Or you can go by a detailed selection. So detailed selection will give you several more criteria like the purchasing document number for which the lot was created, or the material document number, or the material number, or the vendor code, or the customer number, or the status of the lot, is it created, released, or the usage decision has been made for it or not, or that lot was under which profile, or the creation date, or the inspection lot origin, or the plan code for the lot. So there are so many options which can be used to select the inspection lot number. I am telling you in this detail because this is more relevant from the point of view of quality management. So you need to have the information of a particular lot if you want to come down to a particular PI sheet. So once you are done with specifying the data and the criteria for which PI sheet will be there, you can execute it. System will search for the PI sheets and it will give you a list of the PI sheets before you. So over here you can see the process order numbers, the operating group, the start and end dates, the status for the PI sheet, is it completed, discarded, new, cancelled, to be completed, in process. So you can see all combinations of these states over here, and this is an indicator for the messages. This is the material number for which the PI sheet happens to be there. This is the description for the material. This is the batch number. And here you can see the control recipe number. As I told that instead of bill of material, what is used in process industry is called as a recipe. So control recipe number can be found over here. Here you can get the plant code and you can get the control recipe details and the creation dates for the PI sheet, and at the last you can get the inspection lot number. So there are so many inspection lot numbers which are available for the PI sheets. Thus you can choose the required PI sheet, and you can proceed for maintenance of the PI sheet. So you can see two options over here: display of the PI sheet and maintenance of the PI sheet. And this option is for refreshing the data. So suppose you executed the data and after that some PI sheet could have been created, because this happens on a real-time basis. So you can refresh the data and you will be able to see the real-time data as of that time. So once you select the PI sheet, you need to go to the change option for the PI sheet, and system will take you towards the details which have been entered for the PI sheet, and it may ask you to do some more entry for the PI sheet in the subsequent screen. Thus you can see a document which has come over here, and that is a PI sheet, and it is referring to the process order number, the material code number, the batch number, as well as the inspection lot number. Thus you can see the document like this. It has the work instructions, the material number, the units of measurement, and other details from process point of view. So you can see multiple features available over here, and if you click on the lot number, you can see other details also. Thus in this way you can choose an appropriate PI sheet, and you can try going to the towards the PI sheet for the change mode, and you can see the countries which are there existing in the PI sheet. Thus you can see over here that the maintain screen for the PI sheet has been displayed over here, and it is asking you for some information. So need to provide the information for the PI sheet, and then the same can be saved across. So once you will be done with the saving of the data, confirmation message will be there that this PI sheet has been saved across. So if you are into some particular PI sheet, now I've chosen a new one. So it will give you a combination of the PI sheet number and the process order, status of the PI sheet, the material number, and the description for the material. And it will ask for some information. So I need to provide that information, and I need to report the data across. This will have the information which is needed. So I can put the required information whatever is available with me, and I can try to report the data. So I'll get a confirmation that the data has been reported. Then I can save the PI sheet, and I'll get a confirmation back that this PI sheet number has been saved. So this is how I can do the settings for the PI sheets. And if you see the part for the go to menu over here, you can see the record inspection results part. So if your PI sheet is in an appropriate status, then based on that the results can be recorded for that particular PI sheet. So you can inspect it across for multiple PI sheets, and whatever PI sheet comes to be of a particular status, the same can be used for recording for the inspection results. And once you are done with maintaining the data over there, you may want to proceed towards quality management. and under quality inspection, under that the inspection results, and there you will find the results recording worksheet. So you can use this option to record the results for those sheets also. Thus you can see the screen for results recording work list, and you can specify the criteria required, for example the plant code or inspection lot origin, the material code, batch number, vendor code or the manufacturer code. And there are particular tabs available. This tab is for material, second tab is for physical sample, third is for equipment or functional location, and fourth one is for inspection lot number. So you can provide the inspection lot numbers which you require. Thus you can specify the required data for which you want to do the results recording, and the work list option will be displayed before you. So there you can see a list of the data on which you can carry on the processing. So here towards the left you can see a list of the inspection characteristics. So you can choose an inspection characteristics of your choice, and if required you can enter the results for those. So this is how you can use this option for the work list to carry this part, that is for recording the usage decisions. And usage decisions actually can be recorded in otherwise also, like you can use the concept of inspection completion using the usage decision. So let me take you through that. So for that purpose you need to proceed towards logistics and quality management, then quality inspection, then inspection lot, then usage decision, and then record option. So once you execute this, then it will ask you for a particular inspection lot for which you want to do the recording of the usage decision. So the record usage decision characteristic overview screen will appear, and this will then provide you an option through which you can put the usage decision code at the lot itself, and based on that you can confirm the lot, or you can choose the option whatever you want to choose, like it's an acceptance for you, or it's a rejection, or it's a partial acceptance or a rejection. So those settings can be done so that those values can be assigned to the inspection lot in this screen. So you can put an appropriate UD code and try to save the inspection lot. So this is how you can carry on the inspection lot, inspection results recording through the inspection lot part. So you will get a confirmation that usage decision for this lot has been saved. So this is how you can carry this across, and you can do this. This function is common, so this will be applicable for the process part also. The inspection lots which got originated over there, so then they can be processed. So for those also you can put the results, and once those results are available with you, then either the work list options can be used, or if your company quality policies say so, then you can end up using the usage decision codes. So if you want, you can force the inspection characteristics, and you can put appropriate UD code, and thus what will happen is that the inspection lot will be closed, and depending on the UD code, that may be closed or that will be open, but ultimately you will have put your decision over there for the inspection lot based on the physical inspection. So this is how the record result processing can be done for the inspection lot, and the same applies for the process industry. So here we were able to see the differentiating factors of the process industry versus a discrete one. Like in the process industry, the process orders are used or recipes are used, and not the production orders or bill of materials. As well as we have seen the concept of PI sheet, which is a central point. So try to understand that concept, go through it. And the PI sheet can be then accessed to a central transaction, which we saw over there in the production process part, and that PI sheet can be changed over there and saved for the data. So this is how the functionalities for quality management can be used for the process industry also. Thank you.